complex analysis, in which first is a complex number. So here, what is the complex number? The complex numbers means an order of real number, that is z is equal to x1, y1, which are subjected to following operations. That is, x belongs to IR and y belongs to minus IR. So x belongs to in a real part and the y belongs in a imaginary part. So in which z1 is equal to z2, that is when z1 is equal to z2, at that time must be x1 is equal to x2 and y1 is equal to y2. When z1 plus z2 means x1 plus x2 and y1 plus y2. When the number satisfies these conditions, then we call this number is a complex number. Algebra of a complex number. Let z1, that is complex number z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1 and the complex number z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2. Then z1 plus or minus z2. How we can write this? Then we write x1 plus or minus x2. Okay, plus. Okay, we have to take plus when z1 plus or minus z2, then x1 plus or minus x2 plus I into y1 plus or minus y2. When z1 into z2 is equal to x1 x2 minus y1 y2 plus I into x1 y2 plus x2 y1. And when z1 upon z2 is equal to x1 x2 plus y1 y2 upon x2 square plus y2 square plus I into x2 y1 minus x1 y2 upon x2 square plus y2 square. Here z is equal to, z is in the form of x and y and z bar is in the form of x and minus y. Okay, this is the complement. Z bar is equal to xy and z is equal to xy and z bar is equal to x minus y. Okay, when z is here, the complement of this is z bar. Okay, on the opposite side of this. Some properties of the complex number or some properties of the Argand plane or complex plane. That is, first one is z, mod z is equal to under root x square plus y square. Second property is z plus z bar is equal to 2x. That is, z plus z bar is equal to 2x and x is equal to 1 by 2 z plus z bar. This is x is equal to 1 by 2 z plus z bar and z minus z bar is equal to twice I y. And when we have to find y from the z and z bar, that is y is equal to 1 upon twice I z minus z bar. And fourth one is z into z bar is equal to x square plus y square. That is mod of z whole square. Okay. Fifth one is z1 plus or minus z2 bar is equal to z1 bar plus or minus z2 bar. Then sixth one is z1 into z2 whole bar is equal to z1 bar into z2 bar. Seventh one is z1 by z2 whole bar is equal to z1 bar upon z2 bar. Cauchy-Riemann equation, condition for differentiability. Suppose f of z is equal to u xy plus I v of xy. This is the Cauchy-Riemann condition, or this is the Cauchy-Riemann equation, that is f of z is equal to u plus I v. F of z is analytic if u and v satisfy the Cauchy-Riemann equation, that is dou u by dou x is equal to dou v by dou y and dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. If this u and v satisfy this the equation, when we call it f of z is a analytic function. Okay. Cauchy-Riemann equation in a polar form, that is dou u by dou r is equal to 1 by r dou v by dou theta, and dou v by dou r is equal to minus 1 by r dou u by dou theta. This is the Cauchy-Riemann equation in polar form, and this one is the Cauchy-Riemann equation in Cartesian form. Remember some formulae which is useful while solving the problems, that is sin ix is equal to I into sin hx, and sin hix is equal to I into sin x, and cos ix is equal to cos hx, and cos hix is equal to cos x. Okay, here when sin is here, then only I comes outside. Okay, I comes multiply, and when there is no I, then there is cos. Okay, in time of cos there is not I multiply, and in times of sin there is I multiply. Sin ix is converted into sin hx, and sin hix is converted into sin x. Cos ix is converted into cos hx, and cos hix is converted into cos x. Okay, in times of cos there is no I, and in times of sin there is I multiplied by the another term. Polar representation of a complex number, that is x is equal to r cos theta, and y is equal to r sin theta, and z is equal to r e raised to I theta. Then mod z is equal to r is equal to under root x square plus y square. The argument of z is theta is equal to tan inverse y by x. And if z is equal to r e raised to I theta, then z raised to n is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n. That is cos n theta plus I sin n theta. This theorem is used to find the root of a complex number. Okay. The cube roots of unity is equal to 1, and 1 minus 1 plus or minus root 3i by 2. This is the cube root of unity, and the fourth root of unity is plus or minus 1 and plus or minus I. That is minus 1 plus 1 and minus I plus I. This is the fourth root of unity, and the cube root of unity is 1 and minus 1 plus or minus root 3i by 2. Analytic function f of z is equal to uxy plus ivxy. F of z is said to be analytic of f of z when it satisfies these three conditions. Okay, this is f of z, and when we call this f of z is analytic, the first condition is f of z must be a continuous. Second one is f of z is a single valued, and third one is f of z is differentiable in the domain. When this three condition is satisfied, then we call the f of z is a analytic function. Okay, f of z is equal to uxy plus ivxy is analytic. Then necessary condition for that, when it satisfies the Cauchy-Riemann equation, then we call it is a analytic. Okay, then that is dou u by dou x is equal to dou v by dou y, and dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. When this equation is satisfy this condition, then we call it is a analytic function. Okay, consider one example. F of z is equal to z cube. What is the z? Z is the x plus iy, that is x plus iy cube. That is, what is the form of that x plus iy cube is x cube minus I cube, plus I cube and y cube. What is the I cube is minus I. So x cube minus I y cube plus 3x square iy minus 3x iy square. I square is minus 1. So here is minus 3xy square. So x cube minus 3xy square plus I 3x square y minus y cube. So this term becomes our u and this is our v. Then we have to check this condition. If this condition is satisfied, then we call this function f of z is equal to z cube is an analytic function. Here u is x cube minus 3xy square and v is 3x square y minus y cube. That is dou u by dou x is 3x square minus 3y square. Okay. And dou u by dou y, that is minus 2 into 3 6, that is 6xy. This is dou u by dou y. And dou v by dou x is 3 into 2 6xy and dou v by dou y is 3x square minus 3 into y square. This is okay. The condition is that dou u by dou x is equal to dou v by dou y. That is dou u by dou x and dou v by dou y. Both are same. Okay. First condition is satisfied. Then dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. So here minus 6xy and here plus 6xy. So this condition is again satisfied. So when condition satisfied, so function is analytic function. So next example, f of z is equal to sin z. That is z is x plus iy. That is sin x plus iy. Then sin a plus b is sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Similarly, sin x cos iy plus cos x sin iy. That is what is the value of cos iy? Cos iy is cos hy. Okay. We know that cos iy is cos hy and cos x sin iy is I into sin hy. That is I sin hy. Okay. So sin x cos hy plus I cos x sin hy. Here this term is u and this term is v. So dou u by dou x, that is derivative of sin x is cos x and cos hy. And dou u by dou y is sin x and cos hy is sin hy. Okay. So here dou v by dou x, that is derivative of cos x is minus sin x sin hy and dou v by dou y, that is cos x into derivative of sin hy is cos hy. So here dou u by dou x is equal to dou v by dou y and dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. Both conditions are satisfied. So we can call f of z sin z is an analytic function. Question is find the real and imaginary part of the following. That is f of z is equal to sin z is equal to sin x plus iy. That is z is x plus iy. That is sin a plus b. That is the formula for sin a plus b is sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Here sin x cos iy plus cos x sin iy. So here sin x cos iy is cos hy plus cos x and sin iy is I into sin hy. So this one is a real part and this one is a imaginary part of that equation. Okay. So f of z is equal to, next example, f of z is cos z is equal to cos x plus iy. So in the form of cos a into cos b minus sin a into sin b. So cos x into cos iy minus sin a, that is sin x and sin iy. So cos x cos iy is cos hy minus sin x as it is. The sin iy is I into sin hy. So this one is the imaginary part and this one is a real part. Some notes is there. If the given function contains z bar, that is x minus iy, then this is a not analytic function. Okay, when in the function that is x minus iy, that is z bar is within the function, then this function is not the analytic function. Okay, second condition is when given function contains root z, then this function is a not analytic function. And third condition is if the function is unable to express in terms of z, then it is a not analytic function. Okay, when in this function there is root z, and when this function is not unable to express in terms of z, then we call this function is not analytic function. Okay, and when there is a z bar, that is minus xiy, present in this function, then we call this is not an analytic function. So we have to check which of the followings are analytic functions. Here 3 plus x minus iy raised to 7. Here this one is x minus iy, so this is the z bar. So here 3 plus z bar raised to 7. There here z bar is present, that's why it is not analytic function. The second one is 1 plus x plus iy raised to 4, that is 7 minus x minus iy cube, that is here x plus iy is z, that is 1 plus z raised to 4, and here 7, when we take minus common, then it becomes x plus iy raised to cube, that is 1 plus z raised to 4, and 7 minus z cube, that is analytic. Okay, so here z and z is present. Okay, that's why this is the analytic function. Third one is 1 minus 2x minus iy raised to 4 and 7 minus x minus iy cube. Here this is 1 minus x, that is when we take 1x common from this 2x, that is 1x here, and remaining is minus x plus iy. Okay, so that is z. Okay, so 1 minus x minus z raised to 4. Here 7, take a x, so take a minus sign outside, so it becomes x plus iy, that is z cube. So this is a not analytic. Okay, so this one is not analytic function. X is here, it is unable to express in the form of z. Okay, so this is not analytic function. That is fifth one is x plus iy minus 1 raised to 1 by 2. Here x plus iy is z, that is z minus 1 raised to 1 by 2, that is under root z minus 1. It is not analytic because under root z is here. And sixth one is x plus iy raised to 7, 1 minus x minus iy cube. Here z raised to 7. Okay, 1 minus, this is when we take minus outside, that is z raised to whole raised to cube, that is analytic function. And the seventh one is x square minus y square plus twice x iy minus 3 raised to cube, that is this one is a z square. Okay, this complete one is a z square, so this is minus. Okay, this is x plus iy and its square. Okay, this is the factors of x plus iy, okay, and its square, so this is z square minus this 3 and cube. This is the analytic function. The first case is when in question you have to give u of xy and you have to ask to find v of xy. In that case, how to do or how to find v of xy, that is question is u of xy is equal to 2x 1 minus y, that is we have to first find a Cauchy-Riemann condition. If Cauchy-Riemann condition is satisfied, or by using the Cauchy-Riemann condition we can find the v. Okay, when we give the u, that is dou u by dou x is equal to dou v by dou y. We know that according to Cauchy-Riemann condition, that is here dou u by dou x is with respect to x, this is 2, and this is minus 2y. So this is equal to dou u by dou x is equal to dou v by dou y. So this is equal to dou v by dou y. So when we integrate this dou v by dou y, we will get the value of v. The integration of dou v is equal to integration of 2 minus 2y dy. So v is equal to 2y minus y square. So this is equal to v is equal to 2y minus y square. So this one is the first equation. Next condition is dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. So here dou u by dou y is with respect to y, this is minus 2x is equal to, what is this? Minus dou v by dou x. So it's minus 2x is equal to minus dou v by dou x. So when we integrate this, we will get some value. Okay. So integration of dou v is equal to integration of dou x dx. So integration of this is v is equal to integration of this is x square. So when we add, we have to add these two terms. Okay. Here is no one repeated term. So we have to add these two terms and then we will get the value of v, that is x square plus 2y minus y square. This is the value of v. Okay. By using a Cauchy-Riemann condition, we can find the value of v when we give the value of u. That is dou u by dou x is equal to dou u by dou y. Dou v by dou y and dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. Using this condition, we have to find the value of v. Second example, u of xy is equal to x square plus 4x minus y square. Then we have to find the value of v. So here dou u by dou x with respect to x, the derivative is 2x plus 4. And this is equal to dou v by dou y. So when we integrate this dou v by dou y, the integration of dou v is equal to integration of 2x plus 4 dy. So this is integration of dou v is equal to integration of this is 2xy plus this is 4y. So this is the equation first, and then dou u by dou y with respect to y, this is minus 2y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. So integration of dou v is equal to integration of 2y dx is equal to v is equal to 2xy. So here this is the equation number 2, but in equation first and 2xy is repeated, so you have to take it once. Okay, so we have xy is equal to 2xy at once plus 4y. This is the value of v when we give to value of u. Okay. Okay, second is when we have to give v of xy and we have to find the u of xy. Then how to find? Okay, so v of xy is y plus 3x square y minus y cube, and we have to find the u of xy. So the condition, Cauchy-Riemann condition is dou v by dou x is equal to minus dou u by dou y. Okay, so here dou v by dou x, what is this with respect to x? Okay, this is 6 plus 6xy. Okay, that is equal to minus dou v minus dou u by dou y. Okay, so integrate this, integration dou u is equal to minus 6xy dy. That is u is equal to minus 6xy square by 2. That is u is equal to minus 3xy square. This is the equation number 1. Okay. So the next one is dou v by dou y is equal to dou u by dou x. That is dou v by dou y with respect to y. What is the derivative? That is 1 plus 6xy. Okay, sorry, plus 3x square minus 3y square. So this is the derivative, and this is equal to dou u by dou x. So the integrate this dou u, integration dou u is equal to integration 1 plus 3x square minus 3y square dx. So u is equal to x plus x cube minus 3xy square 2. So this is the value. Okay, or this is first equation, this is second equation. In first and second equation there is minus 3xy square common, so we have to take at once. So this is x cube minus 3xy square plus x. So this is the u of xy when we have to give v of xy. This third is u of xy is given, that is to find f of z, that is real part is given, and then we have to find the f of z. What we do, that is Milne-Thomas method. Okay, when we have to give u of xy, then first find dou u by dou x, that this is f of xy, and put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0, and that is f of 1, that is f1. Okay, then find the dou u by dou y, and at that equation put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0, and f2 is equal to, this is the f2 z 0. Okay, so fz is equal to integration f1 minus I f2 dz. And finally f of z is equal to integration f1 minus I f2 dz. So this is our z, f of z, by using u of xy. When we give u of xy, then we can find using this method f of z. Here first example is, that is u is equal to x square minus y square, and we have to find the f of z. Then u is equal to x square minus y square, that is dou u by dou x is equal to 2x, that is f1 is equal to 2z. Okay, and that means we have to put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0. So here is not y, so x is equal to z, that is f1 is 2z here, and dou u by dou y with respect to y, that is minus 2y. Here we have to put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0. When we put y is equal to 0, then dou u by dou y, that is f2 becomes 0. So here fz is equal to integration f1 minus I f2 dz. So here f1 is 2z, that is f of z is integration 2z, and this is dz. So f of z is equal to z square. So this is our final value of f of z. F of z is z square. The second question is u of xy is equal to ln x square plus y square, and we have to find the f of z. Okay, so dou u by dou x is, what is this 1 upon x square plus y square into 2x, and we have to put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0. So x is equal to z, when we put x is equal to z, it becomes f1 is equal to 2z upon z square, that is 2 by z, and dou u by dou y with respect to y, it is 1 upon z square plus y square into 2y. So when we put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0, when we put y is equal to 0, f2 is 0. So how to find f of z? F of z is integration f1 minus I f2 dz. Here f1 is 2 upon z, that is 2 upon z, and f2 is 0. So here f of z is equal to integration 2 by z dz. So f of z is 2 outside, and 1 by z is integration of 1 by z is ln z. So f of z is 2 ln z. Case 4 is imaginary part is given. Okay, case 4, that is v of xy is given, and then we have to find f of z, that is we find dou v by dou x, that is f of xy, and put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0, that is f1 z 0. When we put dou v by dou y is equal to f of xy, that is x is equal to z and y is equal to 0, f2 z 0. Okay, then what is, when we get f1 and f2, then how to find f of z? F of z is equal to integration f2 plus I f1 dz. Okay, when imaginary part is given. Okay, and when real part is given, then it is integration f1 minus I f2 dz. But when imaginary part is given, it is integration f2 plus I f1 dz. Okay, so by knowing one example, okay, so this is v of xy is equal to y plus 3x square y minus y cube f of, and we have to find the f of z. So dou v by dou x with respect to x, this is 6xy, f1 is equal to 0, x is equal to z. We have to put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0. So this is f1 is 0. Okay. Dou v by dou y with respect to y, it is 1 plus 3x square minus 3y square. So when x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, then it becomes 1 plus 3z square. So integration f of z is equal to integration f2 plus I f1 dz. So f of z is equal to integration 1 plus 3z square dz. So integration 1 dz plus integration 3z square dz. So integration of this is z plus integration of this is 3z cube by 3, that is z plus z cube. Okay. The next example is v of ln x plus y plus x plus y. Then dou v by dou x is 1 upon x plus y into 1 plus this with respect to x, this is 1. 1 plus 1 upon x plus y. Put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0. So here x is equal to z is 1 upon and y is equal to 0. So it becomes f1 is 1 plus 1 by z. And dou v by dou x is 1 plus 1 by z. Dou v by dou y is equal to 1 upon x plus y into y 1 plus 1. So when we put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0, it becomes 1 plus 1 upon z. Okay. So we will get f1 and f2. Then f of z is equal to integration f2 plus I f1 dz. So we will put this value f2 and f1. So 1 plus 1 upon z plus I into 1 plus 1 by z dz. So f of z is equal to integration 1 dz plus integration 1 by z dz plus I integration 1 dz plus integration 1 by z dz. So it becomes z plus 1 by z dz is ln z plus I into z plus ln z. So this is the f of z. V is equal to minus sin x sin hy. This is the example, that is dou v by dou x is equal to minus cos x. Okay, the derivative of sin x is cos x and sin hy. Put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0. Then f1 is equal to minus cos z sin h0, that is sin 0 is 0, that is f1 is 0. Then dou v by dou y is minus sin x, derivative of sin hy is cos hy, that is minus sin z, and this is cos 0 is 1. Okay, that is f of z is equal to minus sin z. So f2 is f1 is 0 and f2 is minus sin z. So fz is equal to minus sin z plus 0 dz, that is minus sin z. Okay, the integration of sin z is minus cos z. So this minus minus become plus, that is f of z is cos z.